Welcome back to GameON TV.
GameON powered by Kieran's, you know, the legendary voice in the house, BT.
Legendary. Does that mean old?
No, it does not.
Okay, phew.
In your daddy wear.
Here I am in my daddy wear.
Tell us about it.
My kids were so kind to gift me one of these girly shirts, these pinup shirts for Father's Day some years ago. And I became so inclined to wearing this one that I had to add more to the collection. So there is more than just this one.
And you wear the hat better than anybody I've seen.
Oh, I appreciate that. And this hat, funny you should bring it up as a piece of headwear here. This hat was purchased when we were down in Florida, one of two trips that we had to Florida this year.
I was back mining the fort.
And what a great pleasure it was to be down there for my first ever spring training. And it was there both, you know, it was a personal and a business trip. It was great.
It was great stuff. What has it been like for you working with the Twins on the radio station? Everything is new in its first year. What's it been like?
Well, there's a real unique integration going on between the two teams, if you will. And in years past, there was always good relationships between the team and their flagship radio station. Always good. But the amount of crossover was, you know, kind of like this perhaps. You know, it crossed over, but let's just say like this. Now, given that there's a common bond and a common goal, you know, the crossovers go a little more like that. Actually, quite a bit more like that. And it allows us more access to the players and to draw them into what we do every day. And as you and I have talked about before, it allows us to really treat them, given that we're a different kind of radio station than a sports talk station, it allows us to bring more of the human element of what these guys are all about and what they're doing into what we say and speak about in terms of the stories we're telling on the air.
It's a unique relationship, and outside of baseball, when you're doing 12 to 3 on KTWIN, you have the music meeting and you're really stretching the boundaries of what you do inside your show.
Oh, that's a lot of fun. You know, that's where we really take those mantras of community sports and music at the radio station and try to bring them all together, especially when we have a sports great join us on the show. Such was the case not too many days back when Jack Morris joined in on the radio program. It was his birthday. And so that was an extra special treat that Jack took some time out, you know, during his time between his gig as a Toronto Blue Jays broadcaster.
Let's hear that right now.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jack. Happy birthday to you. Yeah.
One shining moment on
the
music meeting.
We kind of surprised him, to be sure. He was a little embarrassed. That was nice.
If you haven't heard the music meeting with BT, it's amazing the number of songs that you go through and the different folks that come together as part of your panel, if you will.
Well, yeah, that's what it is. I try to bring 3 different people from 3 different walks of life. To use Jack's music meeting as an example, in the studio with us there was actor and director and writer Mark Benninghoffen and Minneapolis Mayor R.T. Ryback, in addition to Jack Morris. So a lot of different stories to get into, and they all had different opinions about the new music that they heard and how they judged those new songs. Sometimes there's a little bit of fisticuffing going on. That's when it really gets good.
We could have used Rebecca Brunson's elbows on it.
Yeah, they're pretty sharp, and she's good with them.
So you're having fun. We're seeing you in the studio right here. You're having fun doing what you're doing.
You know, that's what this job is, and that's what a great blessing that is, to say, you know, here, what's your job? I show up to work. My job is to communicate with people, entertain them, and have fun. I mean, that's a great gig. You know what this gig's all about. You get to do that too. It's a wonderful thing.
I love it. It's community sports and music. You do it great. We love having you here.
Thank you, my brother. Always a pleasure.
BT in the house, only here on GameON.